Very refreshing good morning. Students, we have started with the chapter Consumer Equilibrium. In that, we read about the indifference curve, its properties, then marginal rate of substitution, and the various curves. Clear? Today, we are going to start with the consumer's budget. Before we start, what is a budget? Any guesses? Yes, it is an estimate of income and expenditure for a given period. Clear? For example, talking about a consumer. A consumer has a budget of rupees 100. Within that rupees 100, what are the various combinations of product which he can buy? Have a look at the example and the table which is given. Let us assume that the consumer has a budget of rupees 60 to be spent on good 1 and good 2. Also assume that price of good 1 is rupees 2 per unit and the price of good 2 is rupees 1 per unit. So accordingly, what are the various combinations? So keeping in mind that the consumer has, what is the amount which he has? He has rupees 60 with him. Clear? So if he is willing to buy more of good 2 and it cost is rupees 1 per unit, at that time he can buy 0 of good 1 and 60 units of good 2. Similarly, if he want to buy if he want to spend rupees 20 on good 1 and 40 on good 2, at that time he will get, as the cost of good 1 is rupees 2 per unit, at that time he can buy 10 units of good 1 and 40 units of good 2. Similarly, for 20 units, 20 into 20 it's 40. 40 plus 20 multiplied by 1, it's 20. So with 60 rupees he has these various combinations. That is a consumer budget. Clear? After this we have budget set. What does budget set refers to? It refers to the attainable combination of a set of two goods given prices of goods and income of the consumer. So we have two goods and both the prices of both the goods vary, or it may be same. So what is the budget? Look at the equation. So what is a budget set? It's Px P1 x1 plus P2 x2, which is greater than y. What is P1? It's the price of good 1 multiplied by quantity of good 1 plus price of good 2 multiplied by quantity of good 2, and it should be less than the total expenditure or total budget of a consumer. Clear? Then after this we have, you can have a look at the diagrammatic presentation of the data of the table 2 which we have discussed in the previous page about the budget line. So budget line is drawn on the assumption that the price of the good is rupees 2 of good 1 and price of good 2 is rupees 1 per unit. And what is the total budget of the consumer? That is rupees 60 to spend. So what are the various combinations? That is already shown in the budget. So this budget line corresponds to the following equation. Which equation is being used? Yes, the one which we have read. This equation is used to refer to the budget line. Clear? Then after that, so what is a budget line? Budget line is a line showing different possible combinations of good 1 and good 2 which a consumer can buy given his budget and the prices of good 1 and good 2. So this has been made very much clear with the help of the illustration, with the help of the table which is shown. So what can you say about the budget line? The budget line, it slopes downward. Clear? So budget line slopes downward. What is the reason behind that? Because given consumers income and price of the good X and Y, consumer can buy more of good X only when he buys less of good Y. So he has to just substitute or sacrifice one of the good in order to attain the another good. Clear? Next question is, can budget line shift? Yes, budget line can shift. It can shift forward when income of the consumer increases. How it can affect the budget line? If the income of the consumer increases, what is the effect on the budget line? That means he has a more capacity to spend. If earlier he was earning rupees 2000, so accordingly his expenditure was fixed. We can just say 50%, that 1000. And when his income increases to rupees 3000, it's obvious that his expenditure will also increase, isn't it? So that is why we can say budget line can shift. Have a look at the data. In the first case, existing budget set when income is rupees 60. So we have taken the same example, same table which was shown at the previous page. Earlier his income was rupees 60. He has these combinations. When his income increases to rupees 120, that means he is able to spend the double of it, isn't it? So you can see the new budget set when the income is reduced, rupees 30. Again, it will have the impact on the purchasing power of the consumer. Yes, isn't it? So consequently, we can say this increase or decrease in the income, consumer's income, tends the budget line to shift to the left or right. Clear? So how can the budget line shift? Have a look at this graph. Over here it shows the budget line. So this, the one which is blue in color, that is a normal one when he was earning rupees 60 per unit. Clear? So when his income increases from 60 to rupees 30, the budget line, it shifts downward. Clear? Similarly, when his income increases from 60 to 120, what is the effect on the budget line? It also increases. Clear? Next is, can budget line rotate? Budget line rotates to right when price of X and price of Y falls. So likewise, in the above case, we've discussed about the income. Now, what is the effect if the price falls? So if the price falls, the budget line, it will start rotating, it will start shifting. Clear? You can see, have a look at the table, at the graph. So PX falls and the budget line rotates to right, starting from Y axis. So you can give the another name to this, the change in graph. Clear? This is about more. After this also, the budget line, it can rotate to left as well. When will it rotate? In this case, we have discussed in this case that the price has shown decrease. Likewise, if the prices are increasing, what will be the effect? Again, the budget line, what will it do? It will shift towards left. Clear? Sorry, over here, this side. Budget line will shift towards left when the price rises. When the price decreases, the budget line will shift towards right, and the price rises or increases, it will rotate to left. Clear? Now, after this concept, we have the consumer's equilibrium. Again, what is consumer equilibrium? Consumer equilibrium refers to the optimal choice of the consumer. It is reached when he maximizes his satisfaction. So over here, equilibrium means it is a situation when the consumer is having the balanced state of mind. That is, his choices, whatever choices he has made, out of those choices, he is able to reach, or he is able to get the maximum satisfaction out of it. Clear? So when is the consumer in the equilibrium? We can see when marginal rate of substitution of X, Y is equal to price of X divided by price of Y. So the term budget line or the price line, they are used interchangeably. So we can use budget line or the price line. They mean the same things. So through this, we can say the slope of individual curve is equal to slope of price line or the budget line, and indifference curve is convex to the point of equilibrium. Clear? Then after that, we have the shape of the consumer equilibrium. What is the shape of the consumer equilibrium? It's a diagrammatic representation of consumer equilibrium. PQ is a budget line. Budget line means whatever combinations he has purchased, it is a budget line. So a point beyond that, so E is a point of equilibrium. After that we have with what is IC? Over here you can see it's IC. What is IC? It is indifference curve. So this is indifference curve. So what is a budget line? The point where they both meet, where the point, it is where the budget line as well as the indifference curve meet. That point E is termed as equilibrium. Clear? So when is a customer in the state of equilibrium? When he is purchasing 15 units of good X and 30 units of good Y. In that case, we can say the consumer is in the state of equilibrium. Clear? So this is all about the chapter. Just have a glance at the chapter, read out the summaries and the points which are there. Also have a look at the HOTS question. In case you have any problem, please let me know. I'm always ready to clarify your doubts. Thank you and have a nice day.